If your final mixdowns are sounding a little stale or bland, you may need to add some finishing touches to your master track or your mix bus, whatever you want to call it. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 Waves plugins that I use on the master track in my projects, not all at the same time. I'm Zane, welcome to Simple Green Tech, and links to each of these Waves plugins that I mentioned in this video are down in the description, so you can go down there, see the latest pricing, and also get some more information on each one of these. I've also included a link to the Waves deals page, as they often have some great deals over there that you don't want to miss out on, so be sure to check that out. And another thing I alluded to earlier is you may not want to use all 7 of these plugins on your master track at the same time, but you can create a chain of 2, 3, maybe even 4 of these plugins. And first up on the list is Gregwell's Mixcentric. This plugin may look simple as it has one big knob and a couple of sliders for input and output, but that one knob controls a more complex algorithm that applies common mastering techniques to your track. It applies EQ, compression, and harmonic distortion to process your master bus or your groups that you add it to. Gregwell's Mixcentric enhances and balances the tonality of your mix. Add a limiter plugin after this one, and as long as your mix is decent, you can have fully mastered audio. So let's check this out now. This next Waves plugin is a simple limiter. It's the Waves L2 Ultra Maximizer. The L2 gives you look-ahead brick wall peak limiting, level maximization, and ultra-high resolution. Add this at the end of your master chain, and you'll get maximum clear gain without clipping. This is a plugin that you may want to use on every mix. Next up is the Waves Abbey Road J37 tape plugin. The J37 is a model of the same machine used to record many of the greatest songs in modern music. This is a tape saturation plugin that can really glue your mixes together by adding desirable harmonic distortion and giving your music an analog sound. In addition to emulating the machine, Waves have also emulated 3 different types of tapes, each one changing the sound slightly. I personally use tape saturation on every mix, either with this plugin or the Waves Kramer tape plugin, and if I take it off, the mix sounds really bare. But you can also use the J37 on individual tracks and buses too. But right now, let's give it a listen on the master. This next Waves plugin is another one from the Abbey Road collection. This is the Abbey Road TG mastering chain. This is a modular mastering chain plugin that's being modeled after the EMI TG12410, and that's being used in Abbey Road's mastering suite since the early 70s. You can create custom processing chains with the TG mastering chain, and it comes with some decent presets to get you started. Use it on the master bus or on individual tracks and buses. It even has a stereo spreader knob so you can make your mixes wider. Let's give it a listen now. But now it's just me, and I wonder you're alright. Next on the list is the Waves S1 Stereo Imager. The Waves S1 is a fairly easy plugin to use. It allows you to spread the stereo image on individual tracks or on your entire mix. You can also use it creatively by adding dimension to your tracks and your mix. Make your mixes sound bigger by adding width with the Waves S1. So let's check that out.
This is how we used to be, but now it's just me, and I wonder you're alright.
Up next, we have Waves CLA Mixdown. This is a simplified mix bus plugin that makes it super easy to make your mixes sound polished. It includes 2 switchable compressor models that Chris Lord-Alge goes for in his mixes, and this is under the glue control. Then there are what CLA calls his perfect EQ curves for both the bass and treble frequencies. And then you also have the drive setting, which is modeled after an analog console overdrive for increasing harmonic distortion. You can turn any of these channels on and off, and you can dial in as much as you need from each channel. So let's give it a try right now. This next plugin is one that you won't have turned on during your final mixdown, but it can create a huge difference in the overall sound of your final mix. This is the Waves Abbey Road Studio 3. Because a lot of us home studio musicians and producers are making music in our bedrooms and basements that really aren't acoustically sound. This plugin allows you to reference your mix in Abbey Road Studio 3. This makes it sound like you're listening to your track in their studio, which can be great if you like to mix with your headphones on like I do. So you want to add this plugin to the end of your master bus and use it while you're making changes to your mix. If you can get it sounding good in here, then it's likely going to sound good elsewhere, so you can have a final mix that you're proud of. Just make sure you turn off the Abbey Road Studio 3 plugin before you're doing your final mix down. So here's what it sounds like when you're using it. Waves Audio gives you high quality plugins at a decent price. And if you want to check out more Waves plugin reviews, click up here or click down here to see what YouTube recommends. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching for Simple Green Tech. I'm Zane. Keep creating, and we'll talk soon.